All right, Ruthless fans, hope you're doing well. This is one of my, I think I have about 2 or 3 discussion videos to cover based on last week's episode, The Code. So before getting into it, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, follow me on social media, and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. And social media links are in the description box below. So Daikon has had Clark pretty much follow up on whether or not Andrew truly killed his wife as he was instructed to do. However, Clark did some research and found out that, hey, the news story, newspaper circulation, the website links, they're all local. It didn't really crack any kind of mainstream news, so it could be fabricated. So basically, Oliver is sent on assignment. Basically, his assignment is to go to Andrew's house and determine or check to see whether or not Sarah is still alive. If she's still alive, then she's supposed to be brought to Daikon unharmed. And Clark did say that, hey, I went to the house, I saw lights were on and there was movement. Now, the last time that there was actually someone in the house, it was when Sarah was there, Malcolm was still there, and they're no longer in the house. I believe that Malcolm had given her like a wig and a disguise. That way she can walk out of the house without being Sarah. It'll be someone else. So it could be that when Clark saw this movement going on, it was still when Malcolm and Sarah were getting ready to leave. But the question is, this is why, some things should be shown on screen instead of having the same several characters in rotation every episode talking about, okay, we're going to leave when it gets dark. Okay, we're going to move the car when so-and-so isn't looking. Hey, can we trust this person? How easy would it have been to have just like a 3-minute scene, not even 3 minutes, just seeing Clark or someone else, kind of, on investigation, seeing what was going on in the house. Like, from the Clark perspective, they would see lights and movement, but from the audience perspective, we knew who was in the house. It would be like, oh, damn, it's Sarah and Malcolm, like, or Clark or whoever else, or they're going to find out and tell Daikon. No, we didn't get any scenes, so it's hard to tell when exactly Clark went on that assignment to see if there was anybody still in the house. It's difficult. But I did a theory back during last season that, here's what I think is going to happen. Daikon, but in this case, we know Oliver is going to be doing it. Daikon would be going back to the house. Sarah wouldn't be there. He'd run into Malcolm. They'd exchange, threats and words and whatnot. And then Malcolm would determine, oh, you with that cult, huh? And then he probably dropped dime on Andrew in order for Andrew to be killed. Because basically, with Andrew out of the way, that means Sarah will be all his. Not to mention he wants revenge because Andrew knocked him around a few times several episodes ago. So in my opinion, I'm thinking that what we're going to see here is Oliver run into Malcolm, because at this point, remember, Sarah's gone, so there's no point for her to be inside of the house. So who's to say that maybe, just maybe, Oliver goes and there's no one there? But then Daikon, isn't 100% sure. Maybe because he did ask Clark, do you trust Oliver? Yeah, he's one of my best guys. So let's say there's reasonable doubt and Daikon goes to see for himself. Here's why I think Daikon is going to go. Because of the fact that Andrew killed William, who was assigned by Daikon to tell Andrew, hey, the highest has been hurting me, protect me, help me figure out a way to get him. And that was a test. The highest was impressed that Andrew had passed the test with flying colors, even though the boy's dead. So I'm guessing that, let's say for whatever reason, Oliver does see light, does see movement, or what. Let's say he doesn't see it. So, or maybe he does get some evidence that Sarah's still alive for whatever reason. So he tells Daikon. Daikon is like ecstatic, so he runs to tell the highest. He's like, your highest, Andrew, he passed the test. Yeah, that little test you set up with the boy, he's dead now. Andrew is trustworthy. So then Daikon takes it upon himself to get the information. He discovers Malcolm or Sarah. And then it's like, okay, now because Andrew has killed William, there's nothing he can do to ensure to the highest that Andrew is undercover unless he has proof that Sarah's still alive. So I'm guessing Daikon goes to the house, meets with Malcolm, and then figures out, oh, he is a cop. And then, they work together. Or at the very least, Malcolm just says, hey, he's a cop, go kill him. It'll do me a favor. And that's what happens. But that's just my theory. I think that Andrew killing William actually has tightened his trust with the highest. So Daikon's got to try even harder to break that trust. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think Oliver's going to find when he goes to Andrew's house? Do you agree with my theory that maybe Oliver doesn't find anything? The highest tells Daikon that Andrew is trustworthy. Daikon doesn't buy it, so he goes to check for himself and either runs into Malcolm runs into Malcolm and Sarah. So let's talk about it in the comment section below. And as always, aside from liking and subscribing, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.